So I welcome you all to UIS, and my name is Saurabh Pandey. Let's discuss about this important topic.
Scientists in Japan have found a type of bacteria in a cave that exhibits multicellular behavior and a unique, two-phase life cycle. The bacterium, HS3, was isolated from a limestone cave wall that is periodically submerged by an underground river. HS3 has two different life phases. On a solid surface, it self-organizes into a layer-structured colony with liquid crystal-like qualities. The HS3 colony matures into a semi-closed sphere that contains clusters of daughter Coccobacillus cells, or short rod-shaped cells, which are released when in contact with water. The emergence of multicellularity is one of the greatest mysteries of life on Earth. The point is that we already know the superior function and adaptability of multicellularity, but we know almost nothing about its origins. Established function and adaptability are not necessarily their own formative driving force. A curiosity of multicellularity is the conflict between the benefits of individuals versus the benefit of the group that must have existed in the early stage of the evolutionary transition. Ecological scaffolding contends that the environment exerts selection pressure on a population that is developing, arguing that Darwinian natural selection is still applicable to unicellular organisms. Mizuno and his lab student Tota identified HS3 from dripping water on a limestone cave wall on Japan's northern Kyushu island in 2008. They were initially looking for lipid-accumulating bacteria, but Tota discovered a little colony with extraordinarily beautiful color and texture when inspecting old agar plates for bacteria before disposal. Due to their disorganized structure, most bacteria on agar have an opaque texture. However, this colony was transparent and had an iridescent hue. Phenotypic comparisons with closely related species verified this colony as a new species, HS3, which the scientists named Jungia saculi, meaning cradle. The team used microscopies to analyze the colony growth. The cells started to reproduce simply as Coccobacilli, but the occurrence of cell elongation caused the colony to form a single-layered structure, orientated like a liquid crystal. Bulges form particularly at the colony edge, relieving internal pressure, granting HS3 the unique ability to maintain this two-dimensional liquid arrangement for a prolonged period, which may be a prerequisite for HS3 to establish multicellular behavior. Then, the colony expanded to form additional layers. The internal filamentous cells buckle, generating vortex-structured domains. These domains and the liquid crystal-like arrangement explain the transparency observed in HS3 colonies on agar. After 2 days, rapid cell reproduction occurred internally and the colony began to swell three-dimensionally, forming a semi-closed sphere housing the Coccobacillus cells. After the 5th day, the internal cells were crowded out of the colony, triggering a chain reaction of this event in adjacent colonies and thereby indicating some multicellular control. As the cave wall sampling site of HS3 was regularly subject to flowing water in the cave, the team submerged the mature semi-sphere colonies in water. The internal Coccobacilli were released into the water, leaving behind the filamentous cell architecture. By plating these daughter cells on fresh agar, they discovered that the cells were able to reproduce the original filamentous structure. It shows that the two distinct phases of HS3's life cycle are reversible, and may have arisen due to the changing conditions inside the cave.
So I hope ये session आपके लिए काफ़ी helpful रहा होगा. Don't forget to subscribe UIS channel. ऐसे बहुत सारे important videos के लिए यूआईएस चैनल को जरूर से सब्सक्राइब करें। द हिंदू सेशन आपका सुबह 7 से 7:15 बजे के बीच में होता है। आईएएस एग्जाम की अगर आप तैयारी कर रहे हैं तो अनअकैडमी से आप जरूर से जुड़ें। लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिया हुआ है, उस लिंक में आपको क्लिक करना है। यू हैव टू पुट द कोड SPLIVE। आप ऑफलाइन के लिए जुड़ सकते हैं, ऑफलाइन का बैच भी शुरू हो रहा है। आप जो डिफरेंट बैच कोर्सेस ऑनलाइन वो भी उसका भी आप हिस्सा बन सकते हैं। मेरे द्वारा भी कई सारे कोर्सेस आपके लाए गए हैं, चाहे वो जोग्राफी एनवायरनमेंट साइंस का, जोग्राफी एनवायरनमेंट एग्रीकल्चर का कोर्स हो या साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी का कोर्स है। ऐसे बहुत सारे जो कोर्सेस हैं वो आपके लिए लेकर आए गए हैं, तो उनको भी आप ज्वाइन करें। अनअकैडमी के साथ जुड़कर आप लाइव क्लासेस कर सकते हैं और अपनी प्रिपरेशन को अच्छा कर सकते हैं। टेस्ट सीरीज़ हैं, बुकलेट्स हैं, एवरीथिंग इज़ अवेलेबल। तो ज़रूर से जुड़ें और सारे अपडेट के लिए यूआईएस चैनल को आप लोग ज़रूर से सब्सक्राइब करें। थैंक यू एवरीवन, थैंक यू।